and welcome back to the Scuffed Late Night Show at DreamHack. If you're a cosplayer, this is the day to be here because we actually have the big cosplay competition at DreamHack. And to start that off, we have two guests, but we also have a really special someone that's going to host and ask questions about cosplay.
Yeah.
So do you want to start off?
I would like to start off, yeah. Welcome to the stage. Nice to see you both.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Can we start with you on the left there?
Yes. Hello.
Just say hi to the stream, introduce yourself.
Hello. Should I look at the camera or at you?
You can see the people are there.
No, people are there.
People are there. Yeah,
there.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
All
Watching always. Well, my name is Fanny, and I am organizing the cosplay contest here at DreamHack.
Cool.
So yeah, it's my first time organizing this contest at this event. I've been cosplaying for 13 years, and I've been organizing cosplay contests at other events for quite some years. But this is the first time at DreamHack, so I'm very excited.
And how is it so far?
Oh, it's been really good. Being part of like the DreamHack crew has been very rewarding. Everyone has been super attentive and very friendly and helpful, so it's been really good so far.
And you also have a nice guest on your left side there.
Yes, this is one of our contestants for today.
Yes. So I'm Diana, and I'm from Germany, and I'm one of the contestants for the cosplay competition today. And it's, I think, my third competition now at DreamHack, and I'm always like really happy to come here because DreamHack, cosplay, and all the community is like a family for cosplayers. Yeah.
And tell us a bit about your cosplay, because it looks amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm cosplaying Ciri from The Witcher.
From The Witcher.
I think everyone knows The Witcher. Yeah.
It's a game.
It's a game. We love games.
Yeah, but I'm also a gamer myself, so yeah, I'm really happy to be here at DreamHack, especially as a cosplayer.
And to everyone who doesn't know exactly what cosplay is, because there's always people who look at cosplay and see, wow, that's some cool costumes, but you make everything yourself, right?
Yeah, so it's a hobby for us. Like we play games, we like characters, like how their personality is, how they look, and so we want to be that character.
Try to be a character, yeah.
Yeah, because I want to be cool, I want to be tough, I want to fight, I want to like wield a sword and stuff. So yeah, that's the cool thing about cosplay.
And you make everything yourself as well.
Everything is like self-made. Yeah.
Wow, that's so impressive.
But you don't have to make your own costume. You can also buy a costume from someone else who makes costumes.
So I can be a cosplayer?
Yeah, you can go online and buy a costume, ask a friend. Maybe Kimberly can make one for you if she's really nice. I don't know.
No, I can't.
Or you can take, there's something called closet cosplays, where you take items that you already have at home in your wardrobe. Maybe you can take pieces of items that you already own and put them together and actually make like a casual outfit or something. So yeah, you can just be creative and also just make whatever inspires you and makes you want to be creative.
So if I want to start with cosplay right now, do I just go on YouTube and search for some tutorials?
There's many amazing tutorials on YouTube. There's people who are making books, like how to make cosplay, you can put LEDs in your cosplay, how to craft like cool props, swords, shoulder pads, whatever you need. So there's many tutorials on the internet. You can just like go online and just start right now.
Cool.
So the competition is today. Sorry. The competition is today.
Yeah.
And we know like DreamHack cosplay competition is a huge thing. There's 25,000 people here. It's a huge audience. Is anyone able to compete in this competition?
Yeah, to sign up for this contest, all you have to do is prior to the event, you go to the website and go under activities and you read about cosplay. And there's the rules and the sign-up form, and you put in your name, which character you want to make, and you join the contest, and we'll help you from there.
And can we just buy a costume online and compete?
The contest here has different tiers, like different, what do you say, like
difficulties.
Yeah, difficulties. So there's a novice tier for new cosplayers, and of course, you're going to get a higher score the more you make on your costume. But for the novice category, the rules are not so strict since it's for beginner cosplayers. And then it's the journeyman category, which is the in-between category. So maybe you cosplayed for a while, but maybe you feel that you're not quite comfortable competing with the big guys that's been cosplaying for 10 years, and you know, so maybe you feel more comfortable in the journeyman tier. And then we have the master tier, which is where we have the big prize pool money. So DreamHack Cosplay Championship is actually the only contest in Sweden where you can win money, like win cash. It's a cash prize.
Because people are doing this full time as well, right?
Not quite. In Sweden, it's very hard. I think even in other part of the world, it's very hard. Even like I think as a streamer or as an artist in general, I think any creative work is hard to come by, and I'm not aware of anyone in Sweden doing it full time only. So it's a hobby. It's a very expensive hobby. Going to events, paying for a ticket for your flight here, maybe. Like Diana is from Germany, and
I imagine the prepping time takes a lot of work just to get to that part where you look like this.
Yeah, there's no time to see the event.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And you have to get up early, you have to get into costume, you want to sit there, like everything has to sit perfectly. Of course you want to be perfect, and that takes
your hair, makeup.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a lot of time.
How long time does it take to get into a costume like this?
Actually, the makeup takes the longest because I have to make the scars and like the smudgy and this dirty look.
I actually thought you had the scar there because it looks so realistic.
No, it's like a fake scar.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes around 1 to 2 hours to get ready. So.
I just want to remind our audience that you can donate to Rädda Barnen, Save the Children in English for those who do not speak Swedish. And if you donate, you're also able to ask your questions or just give a shout out. You know, everything is, and it's for a good cause as well. And especially more important, if we reach 250 USD donations, we do a giveaway.
Giveaways.
Yes.
Everyone wants that.
Everyone loves
stuff.
Giveaways. Exactly, stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to remind everyone about that, and then I'm gonna hold the mic in this awkward way I do.
That's so cool.
So so today at 7 o'clock at the activity stage, we have the Cosplay Contest show. So if it's okay, I was going to tell a bit about how the contest how the contest works. So you sign up, you decide, say you want to make Pikachu. So you decide to make a Pikachu costume. You work really hard.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
There's an inside thing going on. Yeah. So you decide you want to make a Pikachu costume. So you sit there at home and you make your ears and papier mache. Yeah, exactly. And you go to the DreamHack website and you go under the cosplay page and you sign up, and then you come to our meeting, which I had earlier today with all the cosplayers, and we go through how the prejudging is going to work and how the show is going to work. So in the contest, there's actually 2 parts. There's the prejudging, which is where our judges, we have 3 very competent, well-known cosplayers here today, who are our judges for this contest. It's Pretzel from the Netherlands, and then it's Tenko and Rake Makes from Sweden. So during the day, each cosplayer get a time slot where they get to meet the judges. 101, they go in and see the judges, and they tell about their costumes. And you already made this?
I did the judging earlier, and you meet those 3 people, and then you have to talk about how you made your costume, out of what material you made your costume, what are you most proud of on your costume, and then they just like nitpick a little. They look at all your seams and how you made stuff, and like they
go into detail.
They go into detail to see how you made the costume, to like give a really good judging on it.
Mm-hmm. So that's the
first part?
Yeah, that's the first part. And then the other part is the stage show, which is at 7 o'clock tonight at the activity stage. Where
that's in Hall D, by the way.
In Hall D. So everyone's going to be there, right? Yes. Camera, I don't know. Yeah, all the cameras go there. 7 o'clock activity stage.
7 o'clock.
Yes. During the cosplay show, the cosplayers, we have a catwalk, which means that the cosplayers go up on stage one at a time and present themselves as the character.
In character, right?
Yeah, as much as they can. So if you're going to do Pikachu, maybe you're like jumping
like
around, you're being all cute, I don't know.
Throw some pika.
Like,
If I can be cute?
Yeah.
No, not a chance.
Not for the charity stream, even?
I can be cute, I can try.
10 out of 10. Really good Pikachu impersonation. Wow.
Wait. I have to look down and then look up. Hold your horse.
Very impressive.
That's good, right?
Mind-blowing. So the contestants come on the stage and they do a few poses, and the audience, which are all you guys, is going to be there, give applause, and then the judges put down their final scores, and then we get to know who's going to win. So we have a first, second, and third prize in each category.
What are the prizes?
The prizes are, like I said, in the master tier, the first prize, I can't remember by heart how much it is.
I know.
It's a bunch of money.
Oh, there's money involved.
Yeah,
it's 20,000 prize pool.
Yeah.
20,000 SEK, so about 2,000 USDs.
Yeah, so it's divided between the first, second, and third prize. And in the journeyman tier, which is the middle category, the first prize actually also gets 2,000 kroners. And then the others get a nice diploma and cheer.
I've also seen that there's something special waiting for all the cosplayers if they win in the cosplay lounge. I'm not going to say what it is.
Secret.
Surprises?
No, you know it.
I do?
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't know. I don't
Well,
even know what
they're
you're
super
talking about.
pretty and they're gonna look super good on whoever wins shelf or over there.
Oh, yeah, you get a trophy.
Exactly.
Yeah, sorry. First prize in the journeyman, novice, and master category. Obviously, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you win a trophy that you can stand next to your sofa
That's
or in
really,
your kitchen.
It's really nice.
Yeah, or in your office at work, so people can ask you, why do you have this
That
trophy?
goes on a cosplay CV.
Yeah.
It's super
really
nice.
pretty.
I know, however, with the show, it's just like 4 hours away. You must have so many things to do. So we're gonna let you go. It was so nice to have you. I'm gonna let you talk to your stream, and I'm gonna help Fanny and our other guest off. And we'll see you in a bit.
That's so cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you. Good
much.
luck today. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. So, do you have a chat here, or I can see my stream somewhere? Is that possible?
Tack så mycket.
There,
My microphone?
I don't think that one is on actually. I want to see my chat so I can talk to people. I don't see.
you. Jag tänkte
Oh, okay.
Eller?
Va? Ja, det kan du göra.
That would be so great to see some people, so I can take some questions if there's any.
Nu hördes jag.
Yeah, cool.
Ja.
So we'll just gonna get a shot on the stream. It's kind of, for my audience, it's kind of strange because I always speak in Norwegian. So this might be the first time my stream actually hear me talk English. So I think there's judging me right now. So I'm just gonna get this shot up here so I can see how horrible my English is. So I'm a Norwegian streamer, so I always speak Norwegian.
Jaha, vi kan muta det.
Now the girls are just heading off onto the stage, getting ready for the cosplay in a couple of hours. So many good cosplays here. It's amazing to look at. Yeah, there we go. I see some flames in the chat as well. Hey, Norwegian people.
I don't know, can you read from there?
I can try to. It's kind of hard. I just see my flames. That's my emotes in the chat. Yeah, better. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Hey. Hello, stream. Hello from Sweden. That's my beautiful Norwegian people.
Oh, awesome. I
Yeah.
haven't seen them. I actually have my own mic now.
You have your own mic, so I
Yes.
don't need to lean
No,
towards you?
we don't have to be close. I can
put-
move over here.
I put on perfume for
No, I
this.
think you smell too much.
That's it.
Yeah, no, it's over. It's over. I can't be close. No, sorry.
Yeah, good. So I can just lean back and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, we don't have to be like this super awkward, like, hello.
I thought it was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cozy.
Yeah, cozy.
But
yeah.
it's over now.
And now
Sorry, I'm breaking up with you.
I'm breaking. That was the quickest relationship I think I've ever had.
Yeah, no, I've had shorter. You know how it is. You meet someone, doesn't work. No, sorry.
Exactly.
So what do you usually do on your stream?
On my stream, I usually play a lot of Fortnite. So that's kind of what I do now with the World Cup and everything going on.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So Fortnite is taking most of my time. So now I'm here with Komplett, my sponsor, my team,
Yeah.
So we're just enjoying DreamHack, looking at all the amazing booths here. So much to... It's my second year at DreamHack, so I'm a kind of newbie to DreamHack.
And then we throw you into this sort of talk show that you've never done before.
Yeah, I've never done it before, and never in English, because I always speak Norwegian. So it's kind of... But it's cool. It's like a new experience for me.
Yeah, it's how it should be. We actually have a couple of more cosplayers.
Yeah.
They're not in the competition, so it's going to be super cool to have them on.
They look amazing. That's the most important thing.
I feel like there's 3 different games, and then it's a comic/series. And what of these games is your favorite?
Oh, I think I like Overwatch a lot.
Yeah.
Can we?
I think they should come on.
Maybe bring them on stage.
Yes, obviously.
With the headset.
With headset, with props, with everything.
Hi,
hi, it's so good to see you. So glad to see you.
Welcome to the stream. Hi.
Hi, welcome to the Scuffed Late Night Show. Yeah, we're gonna shove them all in.
Just take a seat on the sofa.
Hi.
Oh, and there's my guy.
100% your
Hey,
guy.
nice to meet you.
You can get a hug, of course.
Everyone get a hug.
Well, it's so good.
Batman. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hugs, you know.
No, he's too cool for hugs. You know, he's Batman.
He had kind of that voice.
Did he?
Deep, yeah.
Oh, we actually don't have a mic on him, so I'll never know.
But Batman is kind of mystical. So
Yeah.
It's okay. Obvious.
Yeah.
Do you wanna maybe
Yes.
take my microphone?
Yeah, I'm
give it
gonna
away?
steal your microphone
Steal my
and give it
microphone.
away. Hi, welcome so much. I already know you, obviously, but our stream does not. So please introduce yourself and just, yeah.
Hi, I'm Nimdra. I'm a cosplayer. Been cosplaying since 2009. I love cosplaying. It's a great creative outlet for me, and it's the biggest passion I have. Really. I don't know. You have it.
Should I just talk with it?
Yeah,
You can talk.
but I think Batman needs the other one. So
Okay,
we'll pass it around while the others.
Give the sound to Batman.
Give the sound to Batman. My name is Teresa, but I'm also known as Tesa Cosplay, and I've been doing this since like 2012. And
That's a long time.
2012.
it started small, but you know we've gotten far. But it's one of my favorite hobbies, and it's just something about dressing up as your favorite character that I find awesome.
Yeah, my name is Carol. I'm cosplaying Catwoman from Injustice 2 right now. And I can't even remember when I started. I think it was 9th grade when you do the funny dress-up photo. I think I did my first cosplay then.
What was it?
Assassin's Creed, ECO.
Wow, good game.
Yeah, we had like textile courses. And I did it then because I was lazy and I didn't want to buy anything. I was lazy and didn't buy anything. Okay, I was not lazy and I wanted to make something.
And I'm Tommy Tulki, and I've been doing cosplay since I think it's 2009. I think I'm the oldest one in this group, I believe.
Probably.
But Batman is old and wise. And,
You choose like an old version of Batman as well.
This is like the original.
Oh yes, this is the original Batman with Adam West. So, and I actually remember when this TV series went on TV, so I always loved it. And, well, the new Batmans are good, but this is the original Batman who had everything with anti-shark spray to pills against the cold. So he could manage everything.
You have something in your arm as well?
Yeah,
Show that to the camera. Looks so cool.
It's the batarang that he uses when he climbs up. In the old series, always when he wants to get into a building, he always threw up the batarang and then he walked very slowly upside the buildings, and there were always some window that could be open, and citizens looked out. Oh, are you climbing here?
In Sweden, Batman in this version was actually called like Läderlappen.
Oh, yeah,
It's more like the leather patch, which
I
sounds
can see why.
so weird.
I can
It
see
sounds
why.
really lame.
Yeah,
There's no leather whatever on this costume.
I see.
How
is he a leather patch?
I don't know.
Because a bat, its wing look like leather.
Swedish people. That's
Swedish weird translations. Very weird
Yeah,
translations.
same in Norwegian. We have some strange translations all the time. Probably what happened.
You know you're a douche.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool.
100%.
Perfect. That's good.
100%.
But the funny thing with this is actually that there is a sound that everybody knows. That always when you have this cosplay, you can always do it, and everybody knows it. Na 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 na.
Batman. I hate that sound.
Should we give him an applause or something?
Yeah. Applause
Everybody
for
in chat
the
is like, no, 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 no.
Super sounds, yeah.
No, sorry, do not like it. What made you guys pick these characters?
Well, I can start. I picked this character because it's from a game that I actually quite like, but it is very tiring. It's League of Legends, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that we take long breaks because we get so mad when we play it. But
raging.
Yeah, raging
breaks.
and just being annoyed.
Yeah.
But I love this character so much, and she got a rework like very recently, and I thought it looked so dang cool, and so I really wanted to make something fast, but also something really cool that I liked to this event, and it was a real challenge because it was a lot of sewing, and I've never done that before, so it was awesome, and I'm actually glad I'm wearing it because it's very comfortable. It's like sweatpants and like a bra.
She put Dorito chips in her pants.
Yeah.
yesterday.
Wait, what?
I don't have pockets, so I stuffed them. There's holes here, so I just stuffed them with Doritos. Because I got them for free, and I didn't have a bag or anything. Because when you cosplay, you don't, like, it's very...
It's not made for everyday use. So
exactly. You have a small bag. You don't have enough to put free stuff in it. So you just gotta make do and put it in your pants.
But I think maybe the most cool stuff for me, because I like hair. Your hair is amazing. That looks like 10 bottles of hairspray. And
oh my god, it is. It is 1.5 wig on top of each other, and it's heavy. It is very
it looks
heavy.
like you need some neck support.
Yeah. I can feel my receding hairline underneath this, that it's like slowly peeling it back. But you know, you do it for cosplay, and
looks cool. Looks amazing.
Thank you so much.
Well, before Overwatch came out, they showed a trailer with Diva in it, and I was like, I love her. I need to make this cosplay.
Love at first sight kind of thing.
Yeah. Sometimes you see a character and you're like, I love this character. I love the design. I love their personalities they have, and I just wanted it. That's how I connect with the cosplays I make. I think it's important to find a connection to what you want to do, so you can feel passionate through the whole project, because it can get really frustrating, and at times you're like, why am I doing this? But then you remember, like, I love this character, I want to make it, I'm gonna look dope. So
you do look dope.
Oh, thank you.
And you also made the amazing gun there.
It's
Is
actually
that
3D
3D printed? Oh wow.
With the headset as well.
You should show it to the camera maybe.
Which camera?
All of them.
All the cameras.
Yeah.
Should I go up and flash
Smack it?
You want
Yeah.
to?
Go get him, honey.
We have to have this.
Oh,
I don't
weapon.
have microphone.
Oh, I'll talk. You talk and I'll translate it onto
we
stream.
have to have a security approved badge thingy, so that's why it's here.
It has to be a security approved. Can you hear her, or do I have to say it again?
We can hear it.
Okay, cool.
And this 3D printed gun, we painted. Actually, Teresa helped me to paint this on.
Late at night,
Late at
like 3 a.m.
Oh.
before the convention. That's what cosplayers do.
And same with the headset. We painted those as well.
But it's kind of silly because we get the security approved on all our weapons, but it's like I understand the safety, but it's kind of funny because it's like, who are you going to hurt with this?
Also,
like, just throw it away.
From the convention, they
Yeah.
of course.
Everyone has.
Even
to.
my weapons, they're like dull. It's a blade that's
They're on
dull.
the.
They're on the
So
table.
people don't freak out and think it's a real gun. So that's why.
Yeah, because that looks like a real gun.
Yeah, maybe to some people.
Everyone
true.
has to. Everyone has.
Maybe
one.
to Norwegians it looks Like a real gun.
I actually had a kid come up and he was like, "Is that a water gun?" And I was thinking, maybe that could be a thing, but it's not like security. I understand their concern though.
I get it. There has been a lot of problems.
If they have to do it on one weapon, it's better to do them on all of them, probably.
Yeah, secure. And it's easy to hide because it's right there, and I'll just.
So we appreciate the security, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
I know we have another weird weapon here. Catwoman has an actual whip.
Yeah, but I didn't bring it on stage.
Oh, really?
Go get it.
And so.
Well, shall I run and get it for you?
No,
we got a guy.
We got a guy here.
We got a guy in the background. And
this is a fun thing with cosplayers. Every time there's a girl or a guy cosplaying, they always have like 2 or 3 people around them who's just like, yeah, do you need water? Here it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, where's she's gonna put her phone?
Yeah, you got one too.
Yeah, I got one too.
It's security.
But you can actually hurt someone with that.
Yeah.
I can.
Is that an actual whip?
Yeah, it is. I can crack it, but not here.
That is awesome.
How much space do you need?
This is like 5 or 7 feet. So if we clear this room, I would hit the roof still.
Yeah.
So let's not.
You can show us outside. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Scare all the people out.
Yeah.
So if you wanna see Catwoman whip her whip, whip her whip,
Whip her whip.
Yeah.
Go
for it.
Snap her whip.
snap her whip. No, I'm gonna say whip her whip. That was more funny.
Yeah.
So if you wanna see Catwoman whip her whip, I guess you're gonna put it on Instagram.
Maybe.
I can film you, don't worry.
Somebody's gonna film
You
it.
have to. Now
put
we're
it on
promising that you
I
will
can
do
live
it.
stream it.
Okay, so what's your Instagram account?
Karosoro cosplay.
Okay, so Karosoro cosplayer, after the Scuffed Late Night Show, will live stream her whipping the whip.
Thank you.
Whipping the whip, yeah. I will whip, and then I'll whip the whip. No comment.
Mine doesn't have this security because I'm not here on DreamHack, so that's why I don't have the security. I would probably need it. I would
Maybe
probably
for
put
the
it
roll.
there
Yeah.
somewhere.
You carry a rope and they have to secure
Yeah,
it.
secure.
Yeah. That's basically mine. Like it's a rope, but it's a
Just a
dangerous rope.
rope. Just a rope. Like you could choke someone with that. You can do all kinds of stuff.
Exactly.
You gotta make sure.
Yeah. Cool. So what's happening next for you guys now? It's like
Watch the cosplay competition.
Yeah.
gonna
Or
watch
you
it.
mean today or in life?
We can start with today.
What's next?
Yeah.
Well, I think we're working actually.
Yeah, but
At Elgiganten. Come visit us at the booth later. We'll be there. But I'm guessing all of us are gonna watch the big ass.
There's not gonna be on stage today.
No.
No.
So we're gonna watch the big cosplay competition because it's gonna be grand and it's gonna be awesome, and you should all watch it. And I want to see who wins a lot of money.
Are you kind of judging them when they're on stage talking?
Yeah, but that way we don't say loud.
No, yeah.
Exactly.
We keep it to ourselves.
Yeah, right.
But we always sit there at stream just looking at it like, damn.
That was so
That's
cool.
nice.
Why didn't I think of that? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's really awesome when you actually go to see these people up close, because you see them on the screen and you're like, wow, that's amazing. It looks flawless. But then you actually get to see everything when you like get close to it. You're at the competition, and it feels amazing just seeing these. You can
Very
see,
inspirational.
how they crafted everything, and just that for me gives a lot of inspiration to get do more, because I'm like, I could do that, and if they're doing it, I can definitely do it. So
I just want to double check with my favorite people. Can you actually hear Thomas
Through sound?
through the sound when he's talking? Okay.
Kind of okay. I can just hold my mic.
Yeah.
That's-
Instead of music.
It was so nice when you held it for me. Thank you.
It's because I appreciate you.
Yeah, but I don't think people actually understand how much time it takes to make those costumes, because there's a lot of hours involved, right?
Yeah, at least I think at least 100 hours for a
100 hours for like a
basic costume. It at least I like to put in the hours when I work. I know I count the hours by the TV shows I watch.
Oh, so you watch TV shows?
Yeah.
What's the good cosplay TV show?
I don't know, probably something you don't. Friends. We watch Friends a lot. Scrubs.
Friends.
Everyone watches Friends. Like if you have Netflix, that's the only show you watch. To be honest, like you get Netflix and you think like, oh, I'm gonna watch all these series. Oh, they have Friends. Okay, I'm just gonna watch it again for the 250th time.
Yeah,
so great.
Because you don't really have to focus at it. But I watch all kind of like everything new that comes out on Netflix. I'm like, yeah, just start. Let's go. Let's watch it. So. Then I'm like, okay, I did this costume in 4 seasons, so whatever.
How many hours is that?
Yeah. You can count episodes watched.
Yeah.
But I imagine 3D printing has kind of gone and taken cosplay to the next level. Is that?
Yeah.
Is there something there?
Yeah, it is. It elevated the quality of a cosplay so much, especially when people make their own prints, like they build it. The computer, whatever. I don't know how. I'm not educated in it. I wish I knew. I have a 3D printer at home because a friend of mine was like, I'm moving away half a year. You should borrow my 3D printer. And I was like, I don't know anything about 3D printers. He's like, it's okay, you'll learn. I don't even know how to zero it. Like, I don't know how to zero it. So I've been printing out Vault Hunter marks from Borderlands. I have like 10 of them lying around because that's the only thing I figured out how to print.
How to print, okay.
I mean, it's an art in itself. Like everything is kind of difficult because it's always craftsmanship in everything we do. Sewing, crafting, 3D printing. It's so hard.
But how do you value? Sorry.
No, that's.
How do you value what's more important when it comes to a competition? Because you have sewing, you have, as you say, you have makeup, you have sculpting, you have making electronics. Like there's so many different parts of it.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's the thought you had behind creating a costume. Like, how did you figure out some parts? How, like, did you get creative? Did you go just by the book? Like, this is what it says. I will do it like that. I love when people just do something completely different. Like, looks like leather, but it's foam, or I don't know what is. I'm trying to think.
I think it's like you described to me like yesterday that it's when you can see at a costume when someone thought, like they planned everything, they thought this through. You can see that it's complete. It just feels wholesome, like looking at a costume that someone has planned. And I feel like that's the feeling we're looking for. Like when we look at someone who has built something, we're like, everything looks planned, it looks good, it looks sleek, there's no like threads or anything, there's nothing sticking out. You can see that everything was planned and it lays beautiful. So it's like a feeling of wholesomeness that I'm looking for.
Like a complete character.
Yeah,
exactly.
And of course, some people know a lot of about electronics or know how to work with metal and stuff like. Maybe not everyone knows how to, but I think it's important to at least try. I don't know anything about electronics, but I was able to connect the fan to a switch, and I was so happy. I'm like, I did this.
So you switched on and the fan starts spinning?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's
Elon Musk stuff.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Next thing is a Tesla, don't worry about it. Next step.
No, but it's...
And I imagine you guys have a lot of mirrors at home, just watching yourself from every direction, seeing how the cosplay.
No.
I don't own a single mirror, and it's terrible.
What?
We come to the convention, like the halls up there, the cosplay lounge, and there's mirrors everywhere. I just move to each mirror every time just to fix something, and it's wonderful. But in my tiny house, I don't have any mirrors. I have a bathroom.
Yeah.
That's about it, and a mirror and a hand mirror. So it's like you have to just kind of go with it.
I have a workshop, but I spent like 6 months in it without a mirror, and I realized like, this is kind of a problem. So I just went to IKEA, bought the cheapest mirror they had, and it was like all warped. So I'm like,
you're looking at yourself.
Yeah, imagine like a funny house, and then you're seeing like, oh, my body's a little bit like thicker in one place, and it's like on your knees kind of.
Like I can work with.
Yeah, so I'm just like, oh, I need to check. So I just lift up my leg to the normal mirror, and I'm like, oh, it looks good.
You just gotta work with what you have. I feel like that's the definition of cosplay. Just work with what you have.
Yeah.
pretty much.
I would say a camera is what's really being used now, especially now when the phones and everything have very good cameras. It's a lot of taking pictures. How does this look?
Yeah, a lot of selfies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that feels like a big part of the cosplay community as well. Is online, obviously.
Yeah.
there's not events all the time.
Exactly. Streaming, I imagine. Streaming?
Yeah, I stream.
Yeah.
I try to stream. I do stream. I think it's so hard though to stream when I work with cosplay, because then I have to move my whole equipment to my workshop. But I've got 2 soft boxes, so I can have lights in there now. People can actually see what I do. Problem is, my workshop is a mess. It's a mess, which means I need to clean my workshop before streaming. I did stream once I streamed a couple times in my workshop, but there's always, especially people who come regularly and watch my stream, and they're like, "What did you do? Did you blow this?" Like, they just start trolling and saying stuff like, "I'm super messy, can't focus, can't see." I know they're joking. Maybe not. I don't know. I am super messy, but if I want to stream while I work, I need to at least have my table clean, which is hard when you work on a costume, because you do something, you put it away, start with something else. Maybe it has to dry, maybe it has to paint on it or whatever. It's like a lot of things going on, so there's always stuff everywhere.
It's like a process on top of a process.
Yeah.
I kid you not as well, cosplayers always use this material called warbler. It's like basically warbler.
Warbler.
It's like plastic, you warm it up and then you can shape it into different shapes.
Yeah.
My clothes are.
Yeah.
That's warbler.
That's warbler. And it
There's a
looks, when it's in its raw form, it's like brown with small dots in it, so it looks like cookie dough. And they always cut like super small parts of it because they're cutting out the shape or whatever. And it looks like cookie crumbs all over the place.
Because you don't throw them away because it's expensive.
And you can reheat them and work again.
Mold them into something new.
But they go everywhere, and then you have to like scrape them up, and you're like, I don't have anything left, so I just have to use the bits.
And then you accidentally throw something away, and you're digging through the can. Like,
we do
I
that
need
right.
that.
Then you accidentally you make cookies, and then you
Yeah.
mess up and take the wrong piece.
Dude, when I paint, I always drink tea when I paint.
Oh,
and sometimes
I can see where this is
and
going.
then I put my my brush
pencil,
in my
yeah.
tea and just keep going, and then like hole up. This is not the water.
Drinking. Oh.
It's kind of
Yeah,
a mess.
but acrylic is not that.
Does it taste good?
It does taste good.
It's not
you
dangerous,
Drink
don't
it,
worry.
But you won't die.
But it tastes like
It tastes.
paint.
But why do you know this?
So yeah, why do you know? Everyone knows this. That's kind of funny.
Because I feel like it's a process. You're always like, oh, I've been working hard all day. I gotta get some tea or I don't know, a soda, and you're painting, and you have this motion where you just dip your brush and you don't think about it, and you have all of your stuff there, and you just dip in your food, you dip in your drinks, and you're just like, and then you kind of give up and you kind of just eat it anyway.
No, she's a trash panda.
Yeah, but it's a messy lifestyle, but it's nice.
Cool. She's out. Maybe we can remind our beautiful people about the giveaways we have.
Yes.
Because everyone wants giveaways for Save the Children.
Exactly. So when you donate, you can ask questions to our amazing. I was so close. When you donate, you can ask questions to both us and to our panel, and anything, or you can just do a shout out, whatever you want, with a donation. And when we reach donations of 250 USD, we do a giveaway of mouses and keyboards.
Ooh.
Right here. I'm
Beautiful.
trying to see if that's
Amazing.
right.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. That's
I will dodge.
Just so you know, like the question panel is not up on the screen.
Oh, it's not? Should it be up?
So you can ask questions by donating. And that's great. And it's for Save the Children.
Think about the children of the world.
Exactly. Think about the children of the world.
Yes.
And if you wonder what this money does, I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about Save the Children a little bit. The money that you donate, it can be as little as $1 USD, and it does a huge difference for about, I think it's 5 USDs. Save the Children makes sure that you can, they do a sanity pack. It's called a sanity pack. It's a small bag with a pair of panties and 2 washable
Pads?
Yes, 2 washable pads. Thank you so much. And this doesn't seem like a big deal, but for the women in this area, it's a huge deal because once a month for about a week, the girls don't go to school. And they're outcasted of their societies, their communities, and to cover up that they're on their Women Week, they use mud, leaves, a lot of things, and it makes them really, really sick. So for only 5 USD, a sanity pack is able to be created, and these sanity packs are also made in the community, so it makes work for the people in this community, for the parents of the children. It's a really nice thing. It's just one of the hundreds of different things that Save the Children does. Obviously, it's one of the things that I personally think is really nice, and it's something that a lot of people don't know about. But Save the Children also works with planting trees in different schools, like papaya trees and a lot of other things. And not only does these papaya trees help the school because they can use the wood for buildings, but it also feeds the kids because the kids usually only get 1 meal a day if they're in a lucky area like Imre in Zimbabwe. And this meal is provided in school because the families can't afford food. So it's a really nice thing. You should really think about it. It's amazing. And I'm getting teared up, so I'm going to talk about cosplay instead.
It's a good cause.
It's a good cause.
It's a really good cause, and I'm sorry that I'm getting super emotional, but I've been working with volunteer work for a long time, and that's why it's really important for me especially.
Yeah.
And it's something you should think about. If you're thinking about yourself that you want to contribute and have an experience, I also recommend volunteer working in Imre because you get to see these communities up close. And you also get to pet elephants and rhinos.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. It's super cool.
You get to save children and pet animals?
Yes.
Wow.
Because what they do, especially in the Imre area, is that it's sanctuary for animals, but the animals obviously for anti-poaching, they need humans around them, so poachers don't come and kill them. Yeah. So what they do, like they build these small communities of families, and those families, the grown-ups, they get to work in the sanctuary with the animals, and the children get to go to school in the sanctuary.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and you can actually travel there and you can work with them. It costs a lot of money. You don't work in the sense of working. You're more experienced the world and you're seeing everything around it, and it's a really good thing. It's really awesome.
Anyway, we're really happy to be able to help with this cause, and it really feels great to use what we love to help others to maybe create their own passion for something when they don't have to think about what the next meal is. When they actually get to relax for maybe like $1 or something, you can help them to be able to create something for their own.
Yeah, and I know as well when it comes to cosplay, a lot of cosplayers go to hospitals for kids.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've done a couple charity events. We did one for kids that has cancer here in Jönköping, which we were like a lot of Disney princesses.
Obviously.
It was like a little ball, or is it the prom? What do you call it in English?
The prom, I think.
Yeah, but like for tiny kids. So there was a lot of tiny kids in their super cute dresses, and like their parents donated. There's money. But anyways, they came up and they're like, "Oh my God, you're Elsa!" And I'm like, "No, I'm Cinderella, but okay." Whatever makes you happy.
When it comes to event, like being on events in costumes, do people often come up assuming that you're a certain character when you're not? Do they get mixed up?
Yeah, mixed up.
I've had some kids just go up to me like, "Oh, do you do skiing because of my mask?" And I was like, "Yes, I think." But I think there's it's been a lot of confusion. People just assume you're someone else, but it's always like kind of nice when you go up to them and you're like, "No, I'm this character," and they're like, "Cool," and then you kind of teach them about the character and like what game it is, and you're like, "You should check it out. Like it's awesome. Like I look awesome. It's an awesome game."
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's kind of cute when people come up to you and, you know, ask about pictures and just ask about your character, and it feels like really good to see someone from your fandom recognize you, and you just kind of connect, and it's like it's a nice little moment of just connection with other people. So that's what I really enjoy about cosplay as well.
Do you think cosplay is more of a skill or a talent?
Oh,
Good question.
Jesus.
I'm curious.
No, both. I guess it would be both, but you don't have to have a specific talent to be able to cosplay. It's skill. You can learn a skill. You can learn how to sew. You can learn how to paint. Then there is others that are better at it because they have the talent in them already, but that doesn't mean they will make a better costume.
Yeah, I mean, cosplay is all about, you know, just being the character, or like creating the character, and that doesn't mean
fun. It's about having fun. Even though you don't most of the time.
Yeah,
because something is itching, something is heavy.
Like this wig, for example.
You got the lenses, the eyelashes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have them today because I wanted to come here in time. So I was like, I'll do it afterwards.
But it's I think people kind of get intimidated when they see cosplay and they want to start because everyone seems so talented. But it's so much just working and learning new things. So it's when you come into this community, there's so much to learn. But you gotta know that everyone starts somewhere. We don't become like good at painting just because we sit there when we make costumes and like
we sit there, we cry.
Yeah, we cry, we laugh. Like it's work, but it's enjoyable. And I think that people shouldn't be afraid to give this a try because it's so cool to learn all of these new skills, and it's awesome.
Does it ever happen you start on a cosplay and just halfway through you imagine, oh, I can't do this, it's too complicated, and you have to scrap the whole thing? Does that ever?
More like I got through half of the cosplay and then I got bored.
Bored of the character?
Yeah, bored of the design. Or not bored specifically like that, or more like finding something else that's more interesting.
Yeah, you see another thing and you're like, oh, I know exactly how to do this, and you start doing that, and then you're like,
a passion in you,
and then you're like, oh, I have to half-finished cosplay now. I'll take a nap.
Well, maybe you can go like in a fabric store and you find a fabric and you look at it and it's like, it would fit so well with this character. And you're like, maybe it's gone tomorrow, I need to buy it now. And then you buy it and you start working on that cosplay, even though you have like 30 other projects.
I feel like cosplay isn't the thing where you're like, oh, it's too hard, because there's always a way, or like a way to cheat into making something. There's always a way to make something. Like, just example, I did Genji from Overwatch, was like a fit robot ninja man, and he was tall and muscular. And in my head, I was like, there's no way. But there's always a way to make something. There's like, I never look at a cosplay and think, I can't make this. There's always a way to make this. You cheat your way to making this. You make fake muscles. You put on higher boots to look like a man, you know. There's always a way. So I feel like when we
it's a good approach to life, actually.
Yeah.
You guys have obviously developed a lot of skills in working with cosplay, but I do want to see you guys maybe react to some other talents at DreamHack.
Oh.
That's cool.
What do you...
There's a lot of talented people at DreamHack who have developed special skills, I would say. It's an amazing thing to watch. And as you guys have developed your own skills, be it born talent or developed talent, it's always fun to see what you think about
other talents.
Other talents.
Are we going to react?
Yes.
Oh. So we're watching this live from...
Oh. And maybe some sound as well.
Yeah, we tried.
Thank you.
Yeah, we turn it up.
Is it gonna sing?
Yes, this girl is actually always at DreamHack and always in the talent competition.
We have a talent competition?
Yes, DreamHack has a talent competition. It's going on main stage right now, and this girl is always in it. I'm not gonna spoil too much.
Cool.
But she got something super special. It's Komplett that partners it, obviously. And there's always a lot of different types of talents. They're
Oh, we know him.
oh, we have our cosplayer in the judging panel as well.
And my good friend Jarl on the left side there, he's from Komplett.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man, there's still sound.
Oh, she got so I can tell.
We're working the sound. The sound is gonna turn on in just a little bit, I promise. Hopefully.
I'm getting a lot
I can
of
see she's good.
messages.
I can see she's good.
Yeah, she.
Her mouth, yeah,
Yeah,
she's into it.
She
like
did.
she's really
Yeah.
the energy.
She
You can
did.
almost hear her even though you
Yeah, we
can't.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
She did Roger Pontare när vindarna viskar ditt namn.
I love that song.
Shout out to my compis Thor, you know what I'm talking about.
But the thing is, like, she has this. She sings from here. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, she better win.
Oh, he's digging it in the middle. He digged it. Wait.
And it's such a sweetheart though. He has a positive outlook and everything.
It's a good song.
They're super brave. Oh, he's singing as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. She's really good. I'm a little bit disappointed she's not doing Vindarna viskar ditt namn because that was freaking massive.
Oh, the whole crowd.
Yeah, they were like swinging. It's so cute.
Yeah. I know this is her biggest dream to work with as well. She wants to be a singer.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you start at DreamHack though?
Oh, I don't know. She's been at DreamHack a couple of times, I know.
It's a great exposure.
I guess so.
Yeah, we're reacting to it now, so. I love her.
Hey.
Is there gonna be a lot of people? Like there were gonna
I think there's gonna be a lot of people.
Yeah.
In different.
Oh, her name is Kim, by the way.
Kim.
Yeah. And
The song is kind of hard because it's usually a guy singing that song, and you need to have like.
He has a
she nailed
lot of like
Yeah.
good notes, or what is it
Pretty
called?
hard song to sing.
Yeah.
100%. It's, but she has this, like, she sings from deep in her belly.
Yeah.
You can see it, like, when she walks and talks as well. She's like, she,
A lot of power.
It's a lot of power in her.
Yeah.
And
I think the guy in the middle likes power.
Yeah, he does.
Isn't that a Team Fortress cosplay?
Yeah. I think he comes here every DreamHack.
Yeah, he's talking about it now.
Oh, he actually said he wants to see her
so
sing
cute.
again. Well, she's gonna be her next DreamHack as well, probably. She's always at DreamHack.
Oh yeah, so
Jeg syns at I versene så blir det kanskje litt usikkert.
Oh, I don't understand Norwegian.
I can translate. He's just saying that in the choruses she gets a bit insecure, but when the power gets on, it's in the middle of a song, she really nails it. That's what he's saying now.
Yeah.
Radioactive part. He liked it, the last part.
Yeah, but that
She
makes
was
sense.
overall happy.
Yeah.
I think she has a big shot. She always has a big shot, but there's...
Has she never won?
Yeah, she's won a couple of times. Last year, I think she, or during DreamHack
When you're
Winter.
good at something, you just keep coming back to the same competition and winning.
I think she placed number 2. Oh, this guy has a lot of energy.
To me, I think this is a rapper.
Oh, he's a rapper.
I think so. Just looking at him, I have no idea, but I think he's a rapper.
He has his daddy's blazer on.
Oh, I want to say he's going to be a
But
break
it is
dancer.
Father's Day.
Maybe he's gonna dance for us.
Oh, I
yeah.
want some dance moves. He looks real like.
He
He's gonna
looks.
rip it off and then there's an outfit on there.
He looks
Like a
Swedish.
tutu.
He looks Swedish.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think he's Swedish. He speaks Swedish.
Oh,
That's why.
he was just like, this is my show.
I love that.
Do you know this guy?
No.
I want to get to know.
Well, I know obviously almost everyone.
Oh, Gangnam Style.
I told you he was gonna do something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he know the lyrics?
He's just making sounds.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, but he has like lovely energy on stage.
But is he good? Is he good?
Yeah, he's good.
He's entertaining.
Yes. But that's a thing with the DreamHack cosplay competition. I almost said sorry.
I feel like the crowd is so boring. They're just standing there. I want some hype for this guy.
I was trying to get to crowd hype there.
Oh, he's going for it.
He is entertaining.
He is very entertaining.
I'm loving this move. Like, this is my move tonight. A big thing with the DreamHack.
You learned to dance?
Yep, perfect.
I feel like he's a little bit late to the party.
Yeah.
A few years ago,
A few years ago, this would be. Yeah. I'm gonna give him like 2 stars extra just because of his
Out of
outfit.
5 or 10?
Out of 5. 2
Yeah.
stars extra. I'm not sure of the total score yet. He's wearing a blazer with these shorts. That's.
I want to know who made this why this fashion choice at all. Why?
That's kind of a bold move.
I think he was trying to throw us up.
Bold move.
Oh, throw us off. We're just sitting here
Yeah.
like shit.
But he has a lot of nerve doing this. But that's the thing with the DreamHack
And then we just get
competition.
Primans.
It's only about having fun. Like people just have fun with it.
Yeah. It's awesome though. I love the fact that you guys have a or like DreamHack has a talent show because it's just entertaining and it's lovely. I feel like it's good energy.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's a lot of the time. It's not even those who are the best that wins.
Yeah.
It's just those that were the most funny and just
Giving most of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's also what DreamHack is about. I love the screenshot we just got.
Why is there a commercial break? Oh, there we go. He's back. Oh.
Oh, it's the dress reveal?
It's happening.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. What did he do?
Oh shit.
Oh, don't know that.
Couldn't he just have put them in his pocket?
No, because that would have given it away.
Yeah, less dramatic.
Oh, he's done with it.
Oh, he's tired.
Oh, there's more.
There's more.
It's another pair of glasses.
Boom!
He's a legend.
His fashion day is on point.
I don't know if they're feeling it or not.
I'm feeling it.
I'm feeling
Like,
it.
I want to get up here.
I think these guys do winning at after parties.
Yeah. I feel like this guy
I think
deserves
it's too
more.
early for the party.
Yeah.
I love the
No one's
dabbing
drunk.
as well.
Yeah, and he's just there screaming, and we're just like.
Yeah.
Det där kallar jag en show alltså.
Ja.
Jävlar, det är vad en bjuder på sig själv.
Yeah, Steven just said it. That's all about giving yourself.
Yeah.
Ja, tror jag. Det är en sak jag måste dock fråga, som jag undrar. Är det rätt text som du sjöng eller var det bara påhittad text?
Ja, men alltså, jag tror det är rätt text.
You think it's the You think it's the right lyrics you're singing? He's not sure. That's the best answer.
I hope there's a Korean watching this and like, what
was he even saying?
Yeah.
He was just making noise.
I love he just walked off stage. He was just like, nope, I'm done.
Nu Mikette är igång va?
Hallå?
Yes.
Nu tror jag det.
Nej.
Inte?
The mic is on. Oh, why am I telling them the mic is on?
The mic is on.
Too hard in it.
Hallå, du! Alltså fan att bjuda på sig själv, det gör du verkligen bra alltså. Det här var nog det roligaste jag sett på DreamHack Stage. Så jävla roligt. Satt och Oskar här, jag och min kollega alltså. Fy fan.
Yeah.
Ja, det var jätteroligt. Alltså,
Amazing.
Och jag tänkte, det är kul. Men det var inte så mycket låt, alltså det var inte så mycket låt som att, det var liksom entertaining, du är en entertainer. Alltså jag vill bjuda dig på min fest. Det var det amazing.
Yeah.
You got his first gig. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Hired.
Like Eddie's so positive.
Jeg syns at sangstemmen din var jo fullstendig talentløs.
Do the thing again.
Yeah, he's just saying you can't sing at all. You're really bad at singing, but when everything...
En sang på koreansk. Du har lysshow. Publikum med alle sammen.
He's giving him props for the audience. He gets the audience going.
But
did he? Light show.
But the light show, that was the stage team.
No.
But he got him so.
all the credit.
Yeah.
Hey
då. He's off.
Någon som har tappat sin banan?
Someone lost his banana?
Yeah, obviously.
Ska du ha Doriton?
You want Doritos?
Okay.
Yeah. While he is doing his thing, I can also remind everyone that you can also subscribe to Twitch Prime.
You can subscribe to this stream with Twitch Prime?
Yes.
Oh, great. Maybe you have a Prime just laying around, not being used.
Exactly.
Just pop it in the stream.
Exactly.
You support a good cause.
They also told me on my stream that I was supposed to say
he's
kappa
gonna rap,
afterwards.
he's gonna
I don't think they meant I was supposed to say kappa, but I'm gonna say it.
Oh.
So you can subscribe with Twitch Prime kappa.
I think it's like a reference to this Twitch Prime thing.
What did he write?
Yeah, I think so as well. I just think it was...
If you know, you can subscribe to Twitch Prime. Oh,
Look at that goat beard.
And maybe we're on to a giveaway soon.
We need to reach 250 US dollars for a giveaway.
And we're doing a giveaway.
Yes.
Are we almost there?
I have no idea. I'm waiting for my tech guys to tell me.
I meant the people who's
A
not
little bit
donating.
further. Yeah.
You're doing
So,
a great job.
Okay, we have a new guy on stage now.
Tell me what your talent is by donating.
Yeah. Oh, beatboxing. Wow, I love it. Can we get some more sound?
Crank it up.
Yeah, crank it up. Yeah, he knows his stuff.
I hope he doesn't do this for like 2 minutes straight.
One of the sounds I definitely do when I sleep.
Kato, I'm not sleeping with you tonight.
No.
No, but it was the...
It's got popular with Police Academy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dang. Yeah, Jarl on the left side is gonna give him 10 out of 10. I promise you.
Do they get points? Or no, they just
I'm
get praise.
Yeah, yes or no, I think.
oh shit.
Okay, but that was like
Wow.
really cool that he just stopped and everyone was like, more.
Giving that bass, getting that bass right is really hard.
Yeah.
I've tried to do this in fun.
We don't know, we're
Oh, you can beatbox?
No, I can't do it. I've tried just for fun, but it's impossible. I just learn like
You just make fart sounds. And
fart sounds, and I occasionally do a drop like this.
Jeez.
That's like the most newbie sound.
Okay.
I'll teach you later.
Thank you.
Wow, that was really good.
Yeah, it was good. That was,
Yeah.
I think, my favorite so far.
Oh, he did the wave.
Oh,
He's,
The ladies, you got the ladies.
yeah, he got to the ladies 100%.
Det var riktigt bra. Det är sånt man ser på YouTube för fan. Jag trodde det skulle vara
That's what you see on YouTube.
Men det var svinbra.
Tack så
Det var
jättemycket.
svinbra. Jag är sjukt imponerad. Ska vi se om juryn känner
Domarna
likadant
kommer,
som jag gör?
the judges will love this.
En grej innan vi börjar, gör den sista.
Du är den sista. Ja.
Ja, Sia har rätt. Det var jävligt bra faktiskt. Fan, alla de där ljuden, alltså, vet inte riktigt hur det går till liksom. Men det var jävligt bra.
Ja, alltså vi behöver ju inte någon musik, alltså det fixar han. Han har ju värsta musiklådan. Alltså, skithäftigt. Det märks att du är talented, kan jag hålla med om. Riktigt bra jobb.
Kan vi göra en stund?
Jeg har sett ganske mye på beatboxing på YouTube, for jeg synes det er ganske kul art og musikkform. Faen, beaten din gruver noe jævlig, ass. Jeg klarte ikke å skrive ned noen notater, for jeg synes det bare var veldig, veldig bra. Du er veldig god på det du driver med.
Tack så jättemycket.
I have no idea, so I'm gonna ask you instead. We actually have a question.
Oh, okay.
The real Jonas G, who tipped 10 USD. We want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
This person is also wondering how many costumes you've done each.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey.
I don't know a lot. I don't know, maybe
20 costumes?
maybe something. I can't.
She's made a lot.
I've
You
made a lot. Because sometimes I do more costumes than not, and sometimes I make maybe one costume.
But so
And
maybe
half a
over
year.
20 costumes.
Yeah, but I've been cosplaying for so long, like over 10 years now, so I have to. Well, I believe maybe somewhere there.
I don't think I've made that many costumes actually. I've made a lot of big projects. I can't even say I've made 10 actually. I think I've made like 5 or 6, but it's always been like really big projects and not like something you make during a weekend. It's like I take 6 months and then it's something. So I'd say like 6 or 7 costumes in total. What about you?
Oh, geez. I think I'm something over 22.
22?
I think actually I've made like in the beginning I just like, oh, I'm gonna crank out some cool looking armor, and then I was like, I'm not really good at that, so I started sewing and I was like, this is pretty easy, so I just kept doing character after character after character, and now I'm like, I don't have any more closets to put stuff.
It's kind of a flow. Once
Yeah.
you just make it.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't actually made a whole costume, I think, because I buy the most part of the costume and then I fix parts to the costume. But from the beginning, if I count from school, I think my first cosplay was a Viking. I had a potato sack and horns and everything. So I think around 10, 12 maybe.
Still a lot of costumes. I mean, like, maybe how many costumes you have or, like, have bought.
Oh, yeah, I think it's around 10, 12. It's easier for me because my wife has made some, so she got Ariel, for example, so I could make Prince Eric, but it's very easy because it's a pair of nice pants and a white shirt and a red belt. So the red belt I had to make, but everything else was just to buy. He doesn't even have boots in one scene, so it's very easy.
Yeah. Just walk around the convention without boots.
Oh yes, and then I took away the red belt, and suddenly I had a wig, 80s wig, like MacGyver, and suddenly I noticed when I looked in a mirror that when I unbutton it a little bit, I'm George of the Jungle.
Yeah.
When he's running with the horses. So
Perfect. So basically, you have a lot of costumes.
Oh
and,
yes.
I mean, as but as cosplayers, we make tiny ones and then we get bigger ones, so we just crank it out. So like our closets are very full, and we have a lot of stuff everywhere. My dad has to put all of these bags filled with props and costumes up on in the attic because we don't have enough room in my room anymore.
Wow.
So it's quite a lot.
You mentioned you had cosplayed a Viking. Is that a thing you can do? Like, can you cosplay historical characters?
As long as it's not offensive.
Yeah, as long as no one gets offended and it's not racist or
Disrespectful, maybe.
Yeah, like just be aware of what you cosplay.
Yeah, but I feel like historical characters, of course, if someone made, for example, Gustav Vasa or something, like they brought the skis, you know, it's Swedish history. I mean, of course you can make anything, as long as you like it and if you wanna. Like, it's fun. You can make anything you want.
You can also go the way of like, how would this character look during this century, and go for the what's accurate for that century instead. Like, oh, we take Princess Anastasia. How would she look like when it actually happened?
That's a really good, like, cool outtake on it. Actually thinking, because obviously the Disney princesses, they're not in historical costumes, so taking them into the real century, that's a super cool take on it.
Yeah, I love that. I love when people like use the techniques that were used when this character existed. That is like super cool.
Does that go a little bit like hand to hand into the LARPing? Hi again. the LARPing sort of craftsmanship, because in LARP it's really important that if you're LARPing a medieval character, you can only use like techniques from medieval.
Yeah. Well, I guess so. The thing is with cosplays,
There's a lot of cheating.
Yeah,
I
there's
call
a
it.
lot of loopholes and cheating.
Of course.
You can make something look much older or look like it's made in a certain way by cheating. Like I made this costume, Gnar from League of Legends, and it's a Yordle, which is an animal. It's just, and I'm not. So I made my own version, and I did this leather part or fake leather parts. Instead of, I wanted them to look like I've sewn them by hand, so it looks like out in the wild kind of look. But I didn't want them to break. So I sewed them on the sewing machine first, and then I flipped the seam and sewed over with a thicker thread, so it looks like I've sewn everything by hand, but it's not. So it's kind of a way of cheating out of it, so it's easier.
But that's a really cool solution to it.
Yeah.
You still get the feeling of it being historical, but it's by cheating.
I feel like that's what cosplay is. It's really like, you just, as long as it looks cool, because you can have like really cool armor, but that looks like metal, you know, it looks like someone just took a hammer and just made this straight. But on the inside, it's like it's foam. There's glue everywhere.
Yeah.
There's duct tape. There's just everything is just messy. But it's on the inside, so it doesn't show. So it's all about
just like real people.
We have duct tape inside us.
The glue messy.
That's the thing. Like, it's not LARPing. I mean, I don't LARP, so I don't know if you do.
No, I don't LARP, and there's nothing wrong with LARPing per se.
would
But
say
we're
that-
talking about the techniques.
Yeah, but one of the coolest thing I saw, mostly I'm actually Star Wars. I'm 75% Star Wars, so most of my cosplay is from Star Wars. But I were at a convention and I saw 4 people, and it was only cardboard boxes and trash cans and headphones. But I saw immediately, once I saw those 4 people, it was R2-D2, and it was a Chewbacca. It was a Princess Leia with headphones instead of the buns, and it was a Han Solo with a sword skin. And it was just trash, but they looked so cool in it.
Like
it
literal
was
trash.
Amazing. I saw it immediately when they come. That it was duct tape and everything. But it was immediately. That's Star Wars, that's R2-D2 and everyone. It was so cool.
Yeah.
So it's not always about the perfection
Exactly.
in it. It's sometimes it's the character, I think it's called. That as long as you see what it is,
Exactly.
it can be really cool.
But I think that's what you mentioned as well. Like, if you do Snow White historical, she's not going to look like the Snow White we know from Disney.
Yeah.
She's going to look completely different.
Exactly.
So it's not about copying the characters, just doing what you can with the materials you have. And if you have more economy, more materials, more skills, you can make this elaborated historical costume. If you don't have that, you can do something fun about it.
Yeah, you can see that in like the bigger masterships, the cosplay masterships, that people work in that way that they like do it more historically, like how it would be made in that time. So, but otherwise, it's like I don't think it's a must. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's super cool if you do.
I mean, people
But
really take comedic side on it. Like,
but the thing is, we have evolved from that kind of like craftsmanship to to an easier way. So I don't see the point going back to the hard way when it's gonna look as good anyways. It's like, well, I did it like they did it back in the 1700s. It's like, well, you know, I have a sewing machine right here. I'm just done. It's the same. It's just that you have the status of doing it in a different way.
So it's more like a status thing. And
Yeah, well, not always. There's some things that look better if you do it as they are supposed to be, but you don't have to do that. I don't think anyone should feel forced to do that to be better in the character. But I like to think like where my character is at. Like especially if I don't know how something is supposed to look, I try to put my mind into that kind of world, like how would they do it in this world? If there's something I can't figure out, I'll just go from there and try to.
Because you mentioned as well, like in the costumes, it can look terrible with duct tape and glue, and the insides of the costume is apparently not as good looking as the outside.
Shocking.
Shocking.
But when we had one of the competitors and the organizer of the DreamHack Cosplay Contest, they mentioned that the judges they like flip the seams.
Oh my god, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
So
they reveal the secrets.
Well, I think seams, clothes per se, should always look good on the inside as well. I mean, if you rush a costume, obviously won't. But the thing I usually say is, as long as you iron and cut all the hanging threads, you're okay. You don't have to be a pro at sewing. Just cut the threads and iron the costume, and it's like it will be 10 times better.
But it's still shocking to me, at least, as we only look at the costumes.
Yeah.
We're not we're hundreds of meters away when they're on stage, and we can see this elaborated, crazy big art. Ow, you know that nerve that really hurts.
Yeah, you can't feel your arm.
30-second break.
Be right back.
We see these elaborated costumes that look amazing, but they don't even place.
Well,
I know.
I know what you mean, and I know a lot of non-cosplayers can say that, like, come up later, it's like, why didn't that person win? But just because it looks a certain way doesn't mean it was better than something else. Like, someone could have put a lot of thoughts into the cosplay building. It looks perfect outside and how they created that particular costume or prop or something. It can be built in a certain way that makes it more unique than the one that looks cool, that looks big and cool and flashy. Like
We've had that multiple times where it's like big armor pieces, you know, the big ass, but big armor pieces. You see these, they look grand, they look amazing, and they come up on stage and they don't place. But that's why it's so hard being a judge, because when you actually go in and you look, because you look so closely, and it's often that these big armor pieces, they lack
glue on.
Yeah, there's
or
always
the
glue.
paint
They
is
lack
chipped,
detail, but they look grand. The silhouette is amazing.
Yeah.
I also think a lot of it is like 50% is like craftsmanship, and also like how do you act on stage? How is the character?
Feeling of it,
Yeah, I'm super awkward on stage. I don't like it. I don't like going up on stage.
Do you prep some learn the moves and watch the character?
Kinda, yeah, like stage presence. I don't like doing performances. I know a lot of people do performances like you do a skit, 2 minutes on stage, and I'm like way too awkward to do that. I feel so cringy. Even if people like, yeah, you look super cool, I'm like,
But it's so intimidating.
But others think it's awesome, it's fun, and we're all different. Yeah. That's why I like that there is an option to do a catwalk or a performance. But it's like you have both options.
Catwalk is just you walk in there showing yourself like a pose.
Yeah, I would like do the diva poses, like she does, like just.
You've practiced
that. Yeah, I can see.
Like it's enough. You don't have to make the performance, but it's like it's theater almost, because it's such a big thing. But catwalk, even just catwalk is intimidating, because you come on stage and you see this crowd. But it's like when you go on a surfing board, you see it and it's not that like big, and then you actually go up there and you see everything from like afar or like from above. It's like going on stage because you think it's fine, it's just a stage, and then you actually go up and you see this sea of people and everyone's looking at you, and it's like, it's your moment. Don't waste it. And that's when it's just awkward.
I black out.
Yeah, it's scary.
I black out. When I go up on stage, it's like nothing. I go up, I do my thing, I go down, and then like
it's the opposite
that just
for
happened.
Me.
Really?
Yeah, I love performance. Like if I get a chance, I will like do everything and be ready like a half a year, and I'm like, I'm so happy, and then I go up on stage and I'm like, I forgot everything. I'm gonna improvise.
Yeah.
And like,
I
it
wish
worked
I
out
could be
one
like
time.
I wish. I'm so awkward. I can't.
Yeah, you want to have like a presence on stage. I mean, that's what you want to have. You want to go up there and be like, "This is me. I want to be known. I want you to see me, and I want you to notice me and be like, wow, that's like the character. That's like, you notice that person. You're like, wow. It's just the wow." I feel.
That's amazing.
Do you ever get some? I imagine some people send you messages. Can I buy your costume? Can you do a performance for me or something?
Oh,
like
you
that?
mean like that?
Does it ever
yeah,
happen?
it happens. I don't do commission. I used to. I don't anymore. It's too stressful to do commissions because.
Yeah, commissions. What it's called? Yeah.
Because say if you want me to make you something, you have expectations on what you want it to look like, and then maybe I'm not up. Like, it's too stressful for me. It's too stressful. Others like. I know people that do 3D printing does that. They sell a lot of props because it's easier because then you do it exactly the way it is shown. But when you create something out of clay or painting, and it won't look like a copy paste.
Yeah, when it's handcrafted.
Yeah, and that's a difference. And I don't do commissions. I don't know if anyone else.
And also, like, people always expect you, like, hey, can you make this full-on Daedric armor? And can I pay like $100 only?
Yeah.
It's like
they don't realize how much work goes into it. Like, it's not just you paying for the object, it's the work hours.
Yeah.
And the work hours are...
And the artist.
The research maybe as well.
Resources, it's everything, and it becomes so expensive. So it's making, like, people don't expect it. They're like, oh, can I just buy something off you? But it's like, it's such a big process just making something and then selling it, and then they get surprised by how expensive it is. But
and then they get rude, like, oh, then I go to someone else, and I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, we're friends.
It's like the said before that if you really want to do this, it's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, it is.
What kind of price are we looking at for a typical costume? Is it possible to?
If I make it for myself or for someone
Yeah,
else?
for yourself.
How much did your diva cost?
I usually put like a 2K cap, like that's a cheap costume. 2K is a
2K is a cheap costume.
Yeah.
$2,000.
Wait, because you
no,
did a big one.
$200.
2,000.
I have to. Oh, I thought you said 2K.
No, 200. Yeah, I was thinking Swedish.
Because you made a really big costume, you know, the what is it called? Lissandra.
Yeah,
and that one's
yeah, that was closer to I think $700, and I hate that costume.
With just a few minutes left, I really want to just highlight that our cosplayers do have social media accounts where you can follow their process. I don't know all your social media accounts, so
Shall we go through it?
Yes, please.
Well, I'm called Nimdra on almost
Nimdra?
everything. NIMDRA.
NIMDRIA.
Here we go, the class.
NIMDRA. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we can spell.
Yay, we're adults.
Nimdra.
Nimdra. But she's known as Nimdra everywhere, so you'll find her pretty easily.
So where can we find you?
Mostly on Instagram, because I don't have any like Facebook or anything, but I'm called Tesa Cosplay, or Tesa, because like it's a mix of my name, Teresa, so it's basically TESA Cosplay. Very simple. And I'll be on Instagram and you can check it out. And there we have.
Yeah, Charitable Cosplay. I'm gonna crack the whip later, apparently, on live stream.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yeah, only active on Instagram.
What do you mean crack the whip? I thought we said it was whip the whip.
Oh yeah, whip the whip.
Sorry, whip the whip.
And I am only on Facebook. I don't have Instagram or the other WhatsApp or anything. And Nordic Skywalkers, and my wife is also on there, so we have it together since she also has matching cosplays to mine.
Oh, wow,
so,
that's so cute.
Nordic Skywalkers.
That's really nice. Like, that's a family doing it together.
Yeah, family doing it together.
Yeah, we see what our daughter now. We have already forced her into it, so we have had.
That's adorable. I love how the girls are just going like, yes!
Yes!
We had Jurassic Park, and our daughter got a little dragon cosplay. So
We're expecting to see a lot of cosplays from your daughter.
I'm hoping so too.
Yes. Like winter.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah,
I hope now.
That would be so cool.
That's amazing. Well, it's been awesome having you guys. I know.
Awesome to be here.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
Thank you so much.
It's awesome that you could do this for Save the Children as well. The stream is gonna keep on going for a while. I know there's a lot of cool things happening later, like crafting for charity. They're calling it together with Matilda Smedus. Yeah, Matilda Smedus. She makes the voice for Brigitte in Overwatch.
Oh no way.
Wow.
And also some girls from Female Legends. They're all really nice people. They're really happy. Matilda always pulls out really weird jokes, so you should totally tune in for that segment of the show. And you can also subscribe through Twitch Prime, obviously, and keep on donating. For when we reach 250 USD, we'll do some amazing giveaways. That's something you really don't want to miss. And of course, just keep on being all that you are. And yeah, do it for Save the Children. Thank you so much.
Do it for the
everyone who tuned in.
kids. Thank you for donating.
Donate.
Please donate.